bridge that I go over to get to Tahrir Square. I like to go downtown to get my McDonald's before I go to class. Or hey, that's, the building that we went up on the top of to look at the city. And, now many of its kind are burning to the ground. Or, hey, that's the dude I just met, like, on TV that's, like, leading the protest. Like, but at the same time, like, if there's no, like, they've been interviewing tourists and asking if they feel threatened, and it's not like this is, like, a giant revolution, like, involving the whole nation in the sense that no one can go about any other business or feel safe in any other business besides rioting and protesting. Um, there is an agenda, and that is to overthrow Mubarak. And if you're not part of the protesting or the government, then you're pretty much not in the picture. You just need to take caution and know where to run into and where to not run into, what to do and do not. I wonder what the island looks like right now. I hope that they're not being subject to pillaging and looting, because they are. The Zamalek is the wealthy section of town. I mean, if I were a rider, I'd be going to AUC because they have glass doors and glass windows, and it's where all the, white upper middle class kids like me, like, have all of our MacBooks and our cameras. Like, like I said earlier, I feel kind of like bad. I feel guilty, in a sense. At least that people have so little, and it's bothering me that the news is portraying looters and pillagers in this way, and like it's a bad thing to be breaking into a store no matter what, but these are the severely poor people of Egypt, the people that have been further pushed into their poverty by Mubarak and his regime for the past 30 years. The people that are breaking into the stores, breaking the windows, like chopping through, doing what they can, they're the people that have literally nothing else to live for. They might have a family that's hidden away in a house, and they're trying to go get bread or food, things that Mubarak has not done for him or her. So, I mean, if I were in this situation too, I'd be right there. Police are out of the streets, and I could never make more than $5 a day if I tried. I'm gonna try to get into, a market or a pharmacy. What if my family is like having dire need of like things we take for granted every day, like, I don't know, just flu medication or gunshots. That was a turret or a rapid fire gun, real quick. But I am really tired. I'm supposed to wake up at 6:30 for food and see how that goes, but I only have a few more hours to be awake in Egypt. Hopefully our plane gets out. Part of me doesn't want to, but people on the strip are getting really worked up. If it were up to me, I'd still be here. And it's not because I'm young and I'm, have my mindset unchanged. It's because this is the first real, like, fortunately and unfortunately, it's the first real issue in the world that I've really felt close to heart since, like, September 11th. And it's interesting that it's in one of the biggest Arab nations in the world, and I mean, it just makes me, like, hurt for everyone, and I just want to get sort of caught up in the news, caught up with the news and the actual news of what's going on, and I care to learn more about that. And I know I'm sitting here rambling, but I mean, like I said, I'm only gonna have a few more hours to even record myself in Cairo, where most of the world is watching on their television, and I'm looking upon, like, I'm in. So I will do that for as long as I can. As long as that fire burns, definitely, which will be a long time, as long as there is black smoke in the air, hopefully. No white, because we don't want to see white, because that means tear gas, and that means that some forces are fighting against the protesters. And it's not the police, and the military has not shot against the protesters yet. It's just been shouting, or whatever police remains. So I'm gonna go. I think I just heard a few more, like, well, like, clunks or something. But, I mean, I still, like, I don't feel nervous. Like, it's not like I feel unsafe. I feel very safe. I would, clearly, I'm not showing, um, any urgency to, like, get, but I kind of like it. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.